They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 27 yards, as his guys are able to strike first. Here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Quick throw taken in by Snead. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. To throw is Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Jackson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And going deep for Hill. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr.
Pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Let's go.
Give him 30 yards there.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close. To a turnover there in the end zone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got Snead. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. The last drive, he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And I know it's hard. In live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
He's got it to Williams. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Now Mahomes. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. He's got the first down and move. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 21 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have.
They've got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Past the 20. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 44 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. He gives it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He dumps it down to Ingram. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And Jackson throwing once more. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw again is Jackson. And oh, he coughed it up! And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 6.
Here we go. Number 1. Check, check. Let's go. Come on.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdowns.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins. The intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A nice little juke. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Mahomes will try again on second down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's Mahomes to throw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. That's complete to Sterling. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson, and the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, this is Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and a loose football. Touchdown, Chiefs.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Draw play. Ingram now. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson steps away. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On 2nd down now. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They shakes him off. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL. Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk. Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Chris Wormley just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Being chased out left. Finding some room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Mahomes going to throw it here. Got his man. It's Williams. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That escapes the sack. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
A big offensive experience.